be the conclusion of this message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, but I just couldn't leave it at that, you know, with just one oracle card. It's such a beautiful message. You know, the 9th of this month will be the anniversary of my first full month with my channel, December's Divine 555, and I want to thank all of you guys for being here with me and allowing me to share messages with you guys. Okay, so when I'm more savvy with this, I'll be able to connect the messages when they cut off. I'm sorry, the videos when they cut off, so it won't be so many parts. But until then, at least the messages are getting out. A happy home is another oracle card for the divine masculine. My people will live in safety, quietly at home. They will be at rest. His people. I believe this is the divine, this is God talking to the divine masculine, letting him know to follow his heart and realize that your home is not necessarily a physical structure. It's with a person sometimes. And that goes back to the Six of Cups that we had earlier in his message to, you know, for his heart space for the divine feminine. It's time to go home to your safe space, to the person who fulfills you, to the person who you can keep both eyes open with. My people will live in safety, quietly at home. They will be at rest. His divine children, his divine counterparts. The universe is urging you, divine masculine, to be aware of your surroundings and the people around you, and to look within, trust your instincts and your intuition, and find your way home. See everything through the eyes of love. See everything through the eyes of love. Love is patience and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. One of my favorite verses, okay, from Corinthians. See everything through the eyes of love. I believe that the divine masculine understands this now. What he believed was love in the past was just feeding his ego, and now he's trying to feed his soul. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. I believe the divine masculine is getting past his ego, and he's finding the deep crevices of his heart and opening up his emotions and balancing out his feminine and masculine side so that he can give reciprocity and love to his divine feminine and to himself. Gonna draw one card from the Rumi deck, okay? And hopefully it will not cut off on us and we can really conclude this reading. The impossible made possible. The impossible made possible. Hopefully I'll have time to read this for you guys because these cards are so beautiful. I write poetry and God, these messages are just beautiful. The impossible made possible. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shoulders the earth with its magnitude. She spins the great earth goddess upon invisible strings, amongst a wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live, and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great loving constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What strange magic is this? The sun beats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engaged and engrossed in it, so familiar with it and yet blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Yet, what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this great impossibility of life itself? Ah, there are but tiny seeds to the Creator's masterful hand being now played in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible.